What are your goals for your book? Do you want to see it on the shelf at your local bookstore? If so, the platform matters. Welcome. Thank you for being fearlessly, fabulously you. Welcome back to Fearless and Fabulous, and this is part of our Friday series on indie publishing. This is episode 6, and in this episode, we are going to talk about one of the most important decisions you can make as an author, and that is where to publish your book. We'll look into Amazon KDP, Draft2Digital, Ingram Spark, and whether or not you need an ISBN. Then we'll also talk about how to choose between an ebook, print, and audiobook formats. Let's start with talking about the Goliath in the book publishing industry, especially for indie publishers, and that is Amazon KDP. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing, and it doesn't just mean ebooks. KDP is the most popular self-publishing platform by far. With KDP, you can publish ebooks, paperbacks, and even hardcovers. Indie authors love it because it's free to use, it's quick, you can actually launch a book in 72 hours, and Amazon is the biggest book retailer in the world, so there's a built-in audience. When you upload your book to Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP will ask you, do you want to be part of KDP Select or not? Let's talk about the pros and cons. When you're enrolled in KDP Select, you have the option of becoming part of Kindle Unlimited, which is Amazon's subscription service. Again, there's no charge to you. Subscribers pay, and then they read your book online. You're paid for the number of page reads you get. Also, as part of being on KDP Select, you'll have access to free book days where you can offer your book for free for a number of days. So we're talking about ebooks here, not print books. Why would you offer your ebook for free? You would do that because it helps you rank higher on Amazon. I do know some authors that do this every single time they launch a book. They will offer it for free for a period of time, and that gives them a little higher boost in their ranking. Then they have bragging rights. Look, I'm ranked XYZ on Amazon, but to me, it's not really my thing, offering my book for free. You do you. I'm also not a KDP Select member. I did put one of my shorter books on KDP Select for a while just to sort of try it out. I didn't find anything really wonderful about it. My books are selling regularly as they are without having to be part of KDP Select. I also feel like Amazon is such a giant that I wanted to be able to go wide, which means you're not confined to Amazon. You can sell your book in a lot of different places. So that's one reason I did not join KDP Select. Now, I am probably not the poster child for how to make the most money out of your book. I'm kind of a set it and forget it kind of author. I create great content. I research the heck out of my material. I create great content. I do professional covers. I work on the blurbs. I work on the book descriptions. I work on the keywords in the title and the subtitle. And then I let my audience find it. I don't do a lot of marketing of my books. So if you plan on making this like your full-time gig, you're gonna wanna probably be part of KDP Select at some point and research all you can about marketing. We will do a video in the future on some marketing ideas, but for now, just know that just because I do it one way, it doesn't mean you have to do it that way. You do you. Now, Draft2Digital is a platform I love. I don't make a lot of money through Draft2Digital, to be completely honest, but I love the fact that they're independent. If you submit a book to Draft2Digital, you better make darn sure you do not promote Amazon in your book in any way, shape, or form, because it will get rejected. They will not accept your book. So don't put it in the back of your book. be sure and review me on Amazon. Don't do that. Do not do that. So you may even be careful about mentioning the Amazon within your book itself, because they will do a keyword search and Amazon will get you booted out. So be careful there. I do love Draft to Digital because they will get you into different markets. That's going wide for your ebook. This is ebook only that we're talking about. So you could be in Apple, you can be in Kobo, you can be in some libraries like 𝗗𝗵𝗴𝗶𝗳𝗳. When you go to Draft to Digital, they distribute your book to all these different formats, the ones that you accept. So you have to say, yeah, I want to be in that. Yeah, I want to be in that. Just be in all of them. Why would you limit yourself at all? So Draft to Digital, also called D2D, great platform. Love them. Oh, and Draft to Digital is also free. Plus, they will format your book for you. You can just sort of upload your Word document, and then it will work with you to get the chapter correctly the way you want it to. And they have like 2 or 3 templates that you can borrow from. And with an ebook, I think that the formatting isn't quite as important. I mean, you want to make sure that it makes sense and it's clean and it's legible and it's consistent. But even though you're limited in the number and the types of formats that you have on Draft to Digital, there are plenty to choose from for different styles of books. So I would check them out if I were you, for sure. If you're going to do an ebook, you should be in both places at once, both Amazon and Draft to Digital. Ingram Spark will also require you to have an ISBN. Both Amazon and Amazon KDP and Draft to Digital will take care of that for you. You don't have to have an ISBN for an ebook at all. And if you decide to not purchase an ISBN and have your print book on Amazon, Amazon will provide you with an ISBN. However, then Amazon is the publisher. And you will not be able to use that ISBN anywhere else because it's Amazon's ISBN, correct? Right. So I think if you're going to be an indie publisher and you want to have print books, I would highly recommend you get some ISBNs. You don't want to just get one because it's very expensive. It's like $125 for one or $295 for 10. So if you plan on publishing more than one book, and if you're in fiction, you're probably going to want to do that, then I would go ahead and just buy 10. It's through Bowker and it's myidentifiers.com. So I would definitely recommend getting your ISBNs. That's something you want to do before you publish. What format do you want your book to be in? If you're just starting out and you want to do the simplest thing ever, just low cost of entry, you may want to consider just starting with an ebook. However, if you're going to do all that work anyway, I say get a paperback. Have it be a paperback as well. And if you're going to do a paperback, you definitely want to do an ebook as well because you've already got the work done. So unless you're just really nervous about this and just want to test the waters, I would say start with a paper book and add the ebook to your paper book account. If you go to Amazon and you see a book and then you see it's available in different formats, that provides a little bit of extra credibility. The same is true with an audiobook. An audiobook can give your print books more credibility. I've found that every single paperback I have, I believe I have an ebook for on Amazon, and those ebooks are all on Draft to Digital as well. And then for, I think 6 of my books, I also have audiobooks. And I really like looking at my listing on Amazon because it'll say it's available in paperback, in audiobook, or in ebook. And for one of them, for Goddesses Don't Diet, I actually also did a hardcover, which requires different formatting. So I think I just sold a couple of hardcovers, so it hasn't been a big seller. On KDP, I found that my print books sell 2 to 1 at least, more like 3 to 1 to my digital books. So people are still buying print books no matter what you hear. I'm going to be doing a whole video on audiobooks, so I will not go into any detail now. Just know that audiobooks require professional narration. It doesn't mean you can't do it yourself, but it will require specific equipment. I've only ever hired a narrator to do my audiobooks, and I'll tell you all about why that is and my results from audiobook sales. And just so you know, most authors start with ebooks and paperback books, and then they move to audiobooks as their budget and their time allows. So as a quick recap, Amazon KDP is great for ebooks and print. KDP Select requires you to be exclusive with Amazon, but it gives you a little boost for that. Draft to Digital is where you want to go if you want to go wide with your ebook. Ingram Spark is also great for going wide if you want to be in bookstores and libraries, but you need to own your own ISBNs. However, owning your own ISBNs is important if you're going to be an indie publisher, especially if you're going to have more than one book. So you've got choices, and now you hopefully have a little more clarity about what's available out there. If this raised any questions for you, please leave those questions in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for joining me. Stay fearless and fabulous, and I will see you next time.